Hi, my name is Ben and join me as I explore Europe, one city, one journey, one story at a time. Let's go! So this is my 10 minutes day tour in Luxembourg. So right now I'm starting my journey from Cologne, heading all the way to Luxembourg City by train. This route is actually one of the most cinematic ones in Western Germany, especially once you get closer to the Mosel rivers. Most of the trains route are operated by Deutsche Bahn, and sometimes it connects via regional trains and intercity trains. The total journey usually takes 3 to 4 hours depending on the transfer, which honestly perfectly convenient from crossing into another country. So sa mga hindi nakakalaman sa bagon dito sa Germany, at kung nagbabayad kayo ng ticket every month for 63 euro, may mga park kayo na pwedeng mapuntang ibang bansa aside from around Germany. May pwede ka lumabas around Germany. Like, for example, yung isa kong vlog is from Munich to Salzburg. And this time, I'm from Cologne to Luxembourg. Sa mga nagtitipid na nila lang, sobrang convenient to kasi ayun. Hindi naman siya ganun itong transfer na to, hindi siya ganun kahirap kasi isang transfer lang. And another cool things that in the Luxembourg is actually has a free public transport nationwide. So once you arrive, you can just hop in the trains and buses. So hindi mo na problema yung mga transportation once nakarating ka na sa Luxembourg. So this is a day tour, so yes for me. Nakarating na ako, at pagdating ko, ramdam ko yung lamig at excitement. Medyo gloomy yung weather. Typical weather sa winter. Especially pag nasa Europe ka. Gloomy, gray, basa yung daan ko. This time naghintay ako ng train papunta sa pupuntahan ko. Yung itinerary ko pala dito, random na lang. Wala lang. Pagdating ko doon, tsaka ako nag-search. Bakit? Kanya-kanyang trip tayo dito. From train station, siguro mga around 5 minutes lang ako. Nakarating na ako sa unang pupuntahan. Ito yung main central city nila. Naglakad-lakad lang ako. Nag-research ako ano pa nga pwede kong puntahan. Most of the landmark nila or historical places ay sarado nung time na yan. Kasalanan ko rin naman. Hindi muna ako nag-search kung may mga pupuntahan ba ako o hindi. Right here is the Trinity Church. The current church was built in the 70s in a Baroque style, making it one of the most major Baroque building in the city. But it hasn't always been used by the same way. During the French Revolution, it was even turned into the theater and storage spaces. Trinity Church today is served as a main Protestant church in Luxembourg, which is pretty unique because most of the churches here are Catholic. It actually became Protestant in 1870s after political changes in Europe. Inside, you can find a beautiful stained glass windows and historical pipe, organs, and a calm and minimal design from reflective Protestant traditions. It's one of the massive as some cathedrals, but it has a really peaceful and elegant vibe. And this was located on the Old Town Rue de la... French kasi ang hirap i-pronounce. And original first chapel built in 1330. Current building is 1737 to 1745 Baroque style. This church tells the story of Luxembourg itself, shaped by war, rebuilt through time, and still standing quietly in the heart of the city. Hey! Galing ko gumawa ng script, no? Thank you, ChatGPT. So, nagpunta na ako doon sa main city nila. Kasi meron siyang Christmas market. That time na yan, may Christmas market siya. And nakikita niyo naman, sobrang ganda ng Para rin siya dito, kinumpara ko yung Christmas market nila sa Germany. Almost the same. Kasi yung price ng Glühwein nila, magkaiba. nakapagpalpitate siya. Actually, ito po yung pricing dito. Medyo na high blood ako sa part na yun. So, I'm heading to this bridge. This bridge was called... Wait. Randomly na lang yung lakad ko ng time na ito. Pero, at that moment, may nakita kasi ako bridge na parang curious ako kung ano itsura. Pero dumaan muna ako dito sa mga Christmas market niya. Right behind me is Adolphine Bridge, one of the most famous landmarks in Luxembourg City. It was built over 100 years ago, between 19,000 and 1903. And ano daw, 19,000? Basta 1900 yung year niya. At that time, it actually had the largest stone arc in the world. So, napakaswerte ko, napuntahan ko siya. The bridge sketch. The bridge about 153 meters across the Alam mo kasi, French sila. Share ko lang sa inyo, French. Ang hirap i-pronounce ng mga lugar. Petrose. Petrose. Okay na. Okay na yan, search nyo na lang. Petrose Valley. And it stands around 42 meters high. So the view from here is incredible. Very incredible. Kung takot kayo sa height, hindi ko siya i-advise na maglakad-lakad kayo kasi para siyang, alam mo yung feeling na para ka mahuhulog.
So kanina, doon tayo
gumagalaw yung gumagalaw yung tulay niya.
Sobrang
Kasi sa taas may dumadaan na sasakyan. Hindi ko ma-explain emotionally. Pero by story, sana mag-gets nyo.
Ayun. Maganda actually. First experience. Hindi man to London Bridge, as masasabi ko. Ay, nakalakad na ako doon sa ilalim ng tuloy ng Luxembourg. Which is sobrang taas. Sa mga takot sa height, siguro hindi ko siya advisable ang gawin niya. Ako kasi hindi. Lumilinga-linga pa nga ako eh.
What really cool is that it's not just the 4 cars. Today, it's also carried trams, pedestrian, and even dedicated lower level for cyclists and walkers like nung moment na ginagawa ko ngayon. So, pwede kang mag-bike rin. Pero hindi ko siya, parang nakakatakot siya i-bike. Kung takot kayo sa height, ako hindi naman masyadong takot sa height. Sakto lang. Saktong brave lang.
Wala.
And even a dedicated lower level cycling workers, it's kind of mixed and historical modern transport
Feeling safe ka
all in one place. Locals even call it the new bridge, even though it's over century old, which is pretty funny. This bridge is just infrastructure symbol. It's symbols of Luxembourg's independence and one of the most viewpoint in the entire city, like I said. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit subscribe or follow me on TikTok so you don't miss my next video. So, thank you everyone. Nung nakarating na ako sa dulo, papunta na rin ako dito sa isang building na nakita na feeling ko, nafe-feel ko na pwede siyang puntahan. Kasi para siyang, para rin siyang historical place eh. Pero nung time na yan, under renovation siya. Hindi ako pinapasok. Masakit, pero at the same time, kasalanan ko rin naman. Pumunta ako na hindi ako nag-search. Kaya okay lang. Hindi naman ganun ka-disappointing. Ang halaga na puntahan ko siya at na-enjoy ko yung araw na yan. Kahit medyo para ako nagmamadali. Kasi may mga hinahabol rin akong train routes. Or train travel. Pero okay lang. Nag-enjoy naman ako. Soon, siguro kung babalik ako, baka kasama ko yung fiancé ko. Yes, may fiancé ako. Share ko lang. Gusto ko kasi makapakita sa kanya itong buong lugar na to. Buong Europe actually. Gusto ko kung dalawa lang kami mag-travel. Sobrang swerte ko. At nandito ko ng time na to.
Nagugutom na ako.
Kahit mag-isa lang ako.
Mabot akong 2 hours nang wala. Walang napasukan.
Nakaka-enjoy rin naman.
Yung church, oo.
Hindi siya nakakalungkot mag-travel
Pero yung
mag-isa.
mga tourist spot, sarap doon lahat.
Really highly recommended. Bago ko umuwi, naman muna ako ulit dito sa sushihan. Kasi, alam mo na, medyo nagpapalpitin na namin yung gutom ko. Hindi na ako nakakain doon. Ang mahal-mahal na bilihin eh. Naiyak lang ako. So, guys, thank you for watching. Please enjoy and follow for more.